Dear viewers, a few weeks before, I had produced a complete series on National Pension Scheme, popularly known as NPS. After watching this series, many of you have sent me more questions on my WhatsApp number. In this episode today, I am going to answer your questions which are general in nature, which can help others also to understand NPS in a far better way. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, investment consultant and a financial planner.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Before I proceed answering your questions, I would like to inform that I have already created a playlist on National Pension Scheme. I'll be giving a link for that here. This has all the episodes that I have produced on National Pension Scheme. I'll be adding the frequently asked questions also into this playlist. Make sure you check out on them to know more about NPS. The foremost question people asked was, are NRIs allowed to invest in the National Pension Scheme? The answer is yes, NRIs can invest in the National Pension Scheme. NPS is a scheme wherein which every Indian citizen, including a OCI card holder between the age group of 18 to 65, can apply for National Pension Scheme. For NRIs to invest in NPS scheme, all that you have to do is you must have an either NRE account or an NRO bank account in India. Likewise, one another restrictions that NRIs face in this particular NPS is you are allowed to invest only in tier 1 account of NPS. You can't open tier 2 account under the NPS. The two categories of people who are not allowed to invest in NPS are Hindu undivided families, otherwise known as HUF. Also, the person of Indian origin will not be allowed to participate in the National Pension Scheme. The next question most people asked is, how much pension can we get from National Pension Scheme? There is no clear answer around this. Now understand this, National Pension Scheme is a scheme wherein which you are contributing to get pension when you retire. There is no guarantee how much of pension you get when you retire. Several factors will come into play in this. When do you start contributing into this NPS scheme? How much money you are going to put into this? What are the types of investments you choose? How will be the market conditions? Is it going to be a fixed income? Will it be a market related investment choice that you have made? What could be the interest rate structure during the time that you are accumulating your corpus? Right now, when you are joining the NPS scheme, just remember it's an accumulation phase. You contribute money into the NPS scheme, you are allowing it to grow. When you retire at an appropriate time in the future, that is the time you collect your pensions from the NPS structure. Now the question, how much pension you get, again depends on several factors. For example, what could be the interest rate scenario when you decide to take the pension? At what age you decide to take the pension? Will you convert all the money which is there in NPS into pension, or you decide to take a portion of the money out as a lump sum? So there are several factors which gets involved to decide how much of pension you are likely to get. It's impossible to know how much of pension you are likely to get at this point of time. Right now, you are joining for National Pension Scheme with an intention to fund your retirement. In future years, your contribution and several factors will come into play in deciding how much pension you are going to get. The next question people asked is, I have decided to join NPS scheme. How can I go and join NPS scheme? Where can I do this? To answer your questions, there are two modes by which you can go and join the NPS scheme. One is the physical mode. You can go to a place and join this particular scheme, or you can also join the scheme through an online mode. To join by submitting an application, you have to go to a place called POP, Points of Presence. What are these points of presence? These are the distribution channel of NPS scheme. Most banks, almost all banks, the private sector bank, the public sector banks, and there are several NBFCs, the post offices are working as points of presence. you can walk into one of these points of presence, inform them that you want to open an NPS account. They will give an application form, fill the application form, give the necessary document, and you can immediately open an NPS account. This is the physical mode. To open it online, you have to visit the NPS Trust website. Here on the screen, I will show you the website address of NPS Trust. Visit the website and look out for eNPS account there and submit your document, and you can open an eNPS account online as well. Some of you have asked one more question to me. What is the PRAN account number under NPS? The PRAN account stands for PRAN, Permanent Retirement Account Number. When you join an NPS scheme, PRAN becomes your identity. Once you open a PRAN account number, throughout your life it remains the same. Today, let us say that you are servicing your NPS account through one point of presence. Tomorrow, if you have to shift it to another point of presence, all that you have to do is refer this PRAN account number. It remains throughout your life. It can be moved from one employer to the other employer, one place to the other place, and one point of presence to the other point of presence. This becomes a single identity for your NPS scheme. So dear viewers, hope I have answered all your questions that you asked me, and this is useful to you. If you like the subject that I discussed today, give me a thumbs up. If you are watching this program for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for this channel, please press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I will be back with you with one more video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.